Hey, everybody, and welcome to our final Big Dave Show virtual field trip of 2020. We're going to start them back up again in January, but we take a few weeks off as schools are wrapping up and everything. But we've got a real treat for you today. We're going to go somewhere where they make candy canes, and we'll bring her up here first. Ashley, where are we heading off to?
We are going to Doscher's Candies, and it's located right here in Cincinnati. I never knew that. So if you've had a candy cane, you've probably had it from there. You're going to see how they're made. It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. And I believe, Chelsea, they put you on the line there for a minute.
They make me hungry.
They did. It was so much fun.
Katie, don't
actually learn how to make candy canes. My dog, it's his birthday, so he's barking. He's saying, hey, everybody. That's Ace.
It's your dog Ace's birthday. Can he come over? Can we see him?
Hey, Ace.
He's a Great Dane, guys, so he's a big boy.
Big boy.
Where is he? There he is. Oh, we can never see his face. There he is. There's the birthday boy. How old is Ace today?
He's 4 years old today.
4 years old. How about that? All right, let's hop over to Statman. Now, Statman, you and Chelsea and Ashley were all on the line bending and making hooks out of these candy canes as they came out. They were pretty hot, weren't they?
Oh, my gosh. I had to wear 3 sets of gloves. It was ridiculous, but it was so much fun. I learned so much. And wait till you see how big of a sugar ball we make to make the candy canes. It's really
cool, a lot of fun. Oh, for sure. And here is one of the co-owners and vice president of Doscher's Candy, Greg Clark. Hey, Greg.
Hey, how are you guys?
I almost didn't recognize you. The only time we've met, we both had masks on.
Exactly right. And
So
I got to
Greg,
get down, put my hairnet on and finish making some candy canes for this year.
Yeah, there we go. Well, so you guys are going to show us here in just a second, and then you're going to come on at the end to be able to answer any questions people might have.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Before we get started here, a couple of things. Everybody, please mute your microphones. Also, the chat section for this is strictly for questions about the field trip. Please don't fill it up with a lot of chitter chatter because it's hard for us to find the legitimate questions at the end for Greg to answer. So please, please, please don't use the chat feature for anything other than questions. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this trip to watch them make candy canes at Doscher's Candy started for you guys. Hey, it's the Big Dave Show, and boy, are we somewhere yummy today. We're here with Greg Clark, and well, Greg, look, we can see where we are. Doscher's Candies. Right here, he's one of the owners and vice president, and well, what are we going to check out for the kids today?
We're going to see candy canes. We're the oldest candy cane company in the U.S., and we made right here.
Oh, wow. And we're going to watch them make candy canes?
Yes, sir, we are.
And we're going to eat candy canes?
We're going to try it.
So right when you enter the factory, you got to walk through this really cool tea room. What do you got going on in here?
Well, since we can't have teas going on right now, we decided to display all sorts of Christmas merchandise. Mostly our candy canes in different shapes and sizes, but we have some creative, unique Christmas gifts that people can come shop for. Different things, all associated with Christmas, of course.
And what is a candy cane hammer?
That is to break up the candy cane pieces. People love to come in and buy the broken pieces of peppermint, and you just take that little plastic hammer and break it into even smaller pieces.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, I found something related to my name. My elf name, Peppermint Rosie Ridge. That sounds cute, right?
Sure thing, Peppermint Rosie Ridge.
Call me that all day. I'm not responding to anything else.
So I need to know, this really caught my eye. These are dresses made out of candy and wrappers?
Absolutely. 2 of the different unique brands that we have, and one of our owners, Robin Nielsen, who likes to do this kind of stuff. Candy Buttons, we bought that brand a couple years ago, and she's very creative, so she made a dress out of it. So she continued with our main staple candy, the French Chew, and made a purse, and actually I think somebody can, if you're a small enough size, you can fit right into that dress. It's got a zipper on the back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Woo, look at all those candy canes. So now, Greg, we're about to go see behind these doors here.
Yes, sir, where all the goodness is made. All the elves are making the candy canes.
Look at that guy. Hello. Now they know we're coming, right? They're not gonna, oh my gosh, look, they're turning on the lights for us. That's a big candy cane right there. I love this other stuff. Look at all this. Who did this artwork?
Oh, last year during our open house, we had kids who could make stuff, different age groups, and this is some of the stuff that was some of the winners.
Oh, they're all winners, aren't they?
They are all winners, right?
Look at that. Oh, I love the zebra.
Very nice.
Yeah, the
Kids are so talented. Look at that. It's Santa. I know him. Greg, who do we have here?
We have Kevin, one of the partners here in the company, and also the chief candy cane maker.
Chief Candy Cane Maker. So we're going right to the top here, aren't we?
He is at the top of the chain.
Hey, we better be getting some love from Madeira here, man.
Oh yeah,
Come
We gotta
on.
represent.
Let's go check it out. What do you say? Is
All
this
right.
the Candy Cane Factory?
Yes, sir. Come on in.
Woo! Look at this. Oh my gosh, it smells like candy canes in here. Who would have thought? Say hey to the kids, guys. We're gonna watch you guys make some candy canes.
So, this is where it all begins. Tell us, how do you start the process of making a candy cane?
All right. Well, it starts just like any other candy making process, where we start with sugar and water, and then we will add some corn syrup to it.
Corn syrup. All right,
Yes, sir.
sugar, water, and corn syrup. And that's just, oh my gosh, this is gonna be bubbling, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Right now it's only at 250 degrees, so we'll cook it up to around 300.
Wow. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly.
And this company dates back to the 1800s. Are these some of the original pots that you still use today?
Some of the pots we use are original. We have upgraded some other ones, but yes,
This machinery is so old.
Oh yeah, this one dates back to the early 1900s. Some of the instructions are in German, so it's hard to read.
Okay, I've got to know, what is this?
This is our, we basically call it grease, where we put it on the table so the candy doesn't stick to the table. Because when you cook anything to 300 degrees, it gets very, very sticky, and we have to have it so we can play with it on the table.
Looks kind of gross.
Everything looks gross at the beginning.
Kevin, how long does this have to cook?
It takes around 30 minutes to cook. Sometimes, if we're doing our job right, it's right around 25 and a half.
All right.
How many times do you fill this up a day?
On our busy days, we are filling it up about 20 to 25 times. If we're behind, we're up to about 30 to 35.
Whew, that's a lot.
All right,
Yes.
so the other question I have is, so this batch right here, how many candy canes will that make?
This batch will make about 750 candy canes. Again, it's our half batch.
Whoa!
Half batch.
Yes, our full
Do that
batch is
math,
right around
Ashley. What's a
1,500.
full batch?
Come on.
Come on.
1,500.
Thank you.
So when we get the candy on the table, would you like to flip the candy?
Oh, goody, yes, I would. Let's do it.
Does this mean that this batch is ready?
Almost.
Oh my. I'm going to give you guys a wide berth there. Oh.
So this is our vacuum pump that we dump the candy in to suck out all the moisture.
All right, so you put this in there. And that's pulling out all the moisture?
So we got to vacuum seal it. And now it's vacuum sealed. 3, 1, 2, 6. And then we're just sucking out all the moisture that is in the candy.
So it's going to look a lot different when you open it up now?
It will still be liquid, but it won't be as runny.
Okay.
We're just changing the consistency of the candy. You can see the consistency changed. Yeah.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan, thank you, buddy. Here we go.
All right.
So now you take it to the greased table over here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Uh-oh. Get close to the the edge.
Yes.
It's like a big pancake.
Yeah, the basically is a big pancake.
So at this point, I'm still not seeing a candy cane. I just want you to know that.
Yes, sir.
But I'm sure it's coming.
This table is heated to about 90 to 100 degrees to keep the candy from getting cracking and getting to a brittle stage. So we got to keep everything hot until we want it to cool off. You got enough?
So you put it on there to cool it off, that stone?
No, so the stone here, this is an old candy trick that Greg taught me from back in his day, where you would beat the color in on a marble stone because it keeps the candy kind of at a cool temperature.
So that's the color right there?
Yes, sir. And we knead the candy or the color into the candy.
Oh, look at that.
So you can see we didn't get all the moisture out, but that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 2 pairs of gloves plus the rubber gloves. It's still rather warm. Yes, it does. It's probably right around 200 degrees still.
Oh. Where's Ethan going with that thing?
It's the shell that's going to go over the really all of the candy cane.
Okay.
There at the end, it kind of gives it a shine.
Oh my. I don't know, there's so much to look at. Yeah.
This is what we call the blob. This will be the body of the candy cane. This is what will go on the puller, it'll come off, and this is what the shell will cover.
Gotcha.
Go from the middle here, pick it up, and then just kind of flip it. Basically like you're kneading bread. Like that.
You just gotta heat.
Yep, pick it up, touch your fingers and melt. There we go.
Okay. That's fun. It's slippery. You gotta be fast, huh?
You feel the heat?
Oh yeah, it's hot.
I don't know exactly what you just did, but good job.
Flipping it, and then you let it sit.
It's basically cooling it off.
Yeah, you're just kind of beating air into it, letting it.
Are you making a face in it?
Does it look like the Grinch?
That's like a Grinch.
You gotta have an imagination.
It looks more like Jack Skellington. Greg, while we're waiting for the candy cane ingredients to cool there, you guys probably ship Doscher's candy all over the world, right?
All over the world.
What's the furthest place?
Well, Germany, just given the fact that Doscher is German, we get a lot of internet orders for Germany. Where else do we get them? Our internet manager over here, all throughout Europe.
Come on, Ethan. Some things now.
A few this year to South America. Obviously Canada.
I think our further, as far as geography, was Sri Lanka.
Oh, okay.
You know where that is on the map?
Yeah.
Getting all right.
All right, Kevin, what are you doing now?
I have to turn this red square into 4 stripes.
Okay.
So I will do that by cutting off a third start. I'll leave these over here for later, and I'll stretch this out. This will become my pinstripes.
Okay, on the candy cane.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right.
This is where it'll turn
This
white.
is a Taffy Puller.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Ethan, what is this you're about to do?
This is where we flavor the candy canes in the process. So this is, we got pure 100% peppermint oil.
Oh, I bet that's strong.
It is.
All right, here we go. Okay, now it smells like a candy cane even through my mask.
We use less than an ounce, so we'll flavor this whole entire batch of 750 candies.
Woo! An ounce, that's it. Less than. Is it just, oh my. Woo! that peppermint oil is a tad overwhelming.
All right, so here I'm making my pinstripes. So we have 3 pinstripes, well, 3 stripes, but 2 pinstripes for our pinstripes.
And that is?
This is our glue. It's not Elmer's or Gorilla. It's really corn syrup, but we call it glue because we use it as an adhesive to have the candy stick together. There's one. It's very sticky.
All right, so now we got the shell going on over here.
Here we got the shell over the body of the candy cane. And we'll just go up. You raise it up so you want it kind of like a mushroom shape.
Looks like a big jellyfish.
There we go. I like
All right, so putting more of your glue in there.
Yep, just to make sure the seam sticks together and it doesn't separate once we get it in the batch roller.
All right, now we're about to make this cane, huh?
Yes, sir.
I want to chalk this up to another thing I always thought would probably be really easy to do, and it's very complicated. That's like the biggest candy ever in a box of chocolates, it looks like, you know? So where do you take it next?
It's going to go right over there to the batch roller, which will make it into like the circular shape and elongate it.
Okay.
And then we run it into our candy cane station.
There you go. And this is called the batch roller?
Yes, the batch roller or batch former. And it will form it to the size we need it before it goes into the sizing station to make it the size we need.
So you just keep working it on down this way?
Yeah, gravity does the work for us. That's the
cool.
old-fashioned.
Doesn't have too much further to go. So then it's going to come down there and go through here.
So each wheel will then make it skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. And then we'll go into our next station, which will do the same thing.
Until it's the size of a candy cane.
Until it's the size of the candy cane we're making today.
Oh, there we go. We're almost there.
You ready, man?
All right. So it's working its way through there now.
Yes, these heated wheels are moving the candy forward and smashing it down just a little bit each time. And then we call this our candy cane machine.
Extra. What is about these?
Better hurry. You're running out of time. Look how nasty is this.
All right, Ashley, come on down here to my left. We'll let you get some.
We're not split up.
Get some over. Up here. 25 canes per minute. This will go on for about 12 minutes.
Get on it, Chelsea. Come on. Come on in, Chelsea. Hop up here. Oh, Chelsea has a good one.
It's hot. It's really hot.
Chelsea's got a pace. She's a natural at this. There you go. Staff's got a good technique too. So the bad pieces, where are they going? In here. And those will be used for broken pieces of candy cane that we sell, like in ice cream and things like that. This never ends. Wrapped and sealed and ready to go. That's the end of it right there. B105. 10. Oh, the littlest candy cane. Greg, that was awesome. I really never knew that much went into making this candy cane. Delicious candy canes. It's a process.
It is lots of labor, lots of hands-on, and glad you could come out and get your hands in there and learn how to make candy canes.
This is a perfect candy cane, so I can tell you this, neither Ashley, Stat, or Chelsea made it.
Hey.
Probably can't. No. Hey, thank you guys so much, and
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? How cool was that? I tell you, that was, I mean, you guys did a great job, Ashley, Chelsea, and Stat, on working that candy cane line. And I'll bring in Vice President and co-owner of Doscher's Candy there. We got Greg Clark here. Let me bring you up in here. Hey, Greg.
Hey, how
Are you going to hire them if they need extra work this holiday season?
We're always looking for candy cane makers. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
So that was a lot of fun. I tell you what, I mean, we've done a lot of really fun field trips, but that was one of the tops for me, just seeing, because I learned that I would have always thought that this was a really easy process to make a candy cane. Like there was just a mold or something, you put it in and then you paint it on the, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was that much of an ordeal to make them.
That's right. Well, most candy, you were correct. It involves molds and a much easier process, especially stuff like chocolate. But this is a long time tradition, and this is the way it was always done. And so we continue to do that and honor the tradition of getting our hands in there.
All right, I'm going to start going through some of the questions here.
Our way.
Let's see here. Let me find the first one right down here. Okay, what causes it? How does the candy cane get hard? Is what somebody even wants to know. Or
That's a great, good science question. So,
guys, if you could keep your microphones muted, that'd be great. Thank you.
if you saw earlier when Kevin was cooking, the temperature decides the firmness. So anything below, for example, 300 degrees is going to become more soft. So if you think about saltwater taffy, that would be cooked at maybe 250 degrees. But the higher the temperature, the more crystallization, or the harder the candy.
Guys, please keep your microphones muted except for me and Greg. Thanks. All right, so I'll tell you something you guys did. There was a little piece that came off, and you handed it to me and Ashley off camera, and it was really warm still, and I tried it, and it actually solidified in my mouth. I mean, it became crunchy. It was chewy going in, and my mouth temperature was a lot cooler than what it was, and it cooled down, and it like that, you know.
Right, right. As we were making it, we kept it warm, and then once the heat goes away from the machines or the tables, it will go to its natural state, in this case, hard.
How many different candies do you make? Teresa wants to know.
Teresa, good question. We make the candy buttons, which would be candy dots, if you remember, on long strips of paper. We make, so that's one. We make the French Chew, which is similar to, it's a taffy bar.
And then we make candy canes. So we have 3 different candies we make.
Christian wants to know, or Heather wants to know rather, when did you start making candy canes?
Oh, Heather, that is a fantastic question. We have to start in June because we can't make a whole bunch. We probably make a couple million candy canes a year, but we start in June.
And then that kind of leads to the next question. Wants to know, Ann Brockman at Forest Hills wants to know how many colors, Kate there wants to know how many colors you have to make of candy canes.
Hey, Ann, that's a great question. Most of our candy canes are going to be the red and white peppermint. However, we make blue and green and orange. So we have probably 10 different flavors altogether, and most popular being peppermint.
Of course. Well, and definitely this time of the year for sure. Christopher wants to know what is Greg's favorite candy cane flavor?
Ooh, wow. I've got so many. Cinnamon. I like cinnamon. It tastes like a red hot. And then the orange creamsicle candy cane is one of my favorites as well.
And Diane wants to know, where are you located? I would love to visit. And you're right there in Newtown, basically.
We are in Newtown.
What is the highway there?
It's off 275.
And it's on Main Street in
That's
Newtown,
right.
basically. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
by Eastgate, right.
yeah. If you have any other question, how many flavors do you have? Addie wants to know.
I think we have 10 this year. We're always trying different flavors just to have fun and for our local folks here. So probably we have 10 outside of peppermint.
And Savannah, I think you might have answered this already, but how many candy canes do you make a year?
Ooh, yeah. So I think last year, we're going for a new record this year. It's going to be, we're trying to top 3 million candy canes.
And these are shipped all over the world.
All over the world, mostly in the United States, but we do ship all over the world. And we like to say we're in 2,000 Kroger stores throughout the United States.
Christian or Jason wants to know, do you have mint chocolate candy cane?
We have a few mint chocolate left. Yes, we did. That's another flavor. So I think puts us up to 11. It's a green and brown kind of swirled together. It's mint chocolate. Very good one.
Riley wanted to know about the machines. None of the machines there are really new. Most of them are very old.
Everything we have very, very old. The newest piece would probably be 1945.
Do they make a cotton candy flavor? Teresa wants to know.
We do not. Good question, Teresa. We'll put that on the list, but we make a birthday cake, which is kind of close to a cotton candy, maybe.
Very fun. Let's get a couple of more questions. Let's see, did you answer when did you start making candy canes? Colin wanted to know that.
Yeah, we did in the summer. We start every June.
No, okay. No, I mean, like, what year did you start making them?
Oh, what year? Wow. Well, we're the oldest candy cane company in the United States. So it's early 1900s. We think it's right around 1904, 1905.
Marissa, we got a couple more here. Marissa wants to know, what is the most popular flavor? I'm going to take a guess and say peppermint, but I could be wrong.
You are 100% correct. Peppermint, by far and away.
Very nice. Well, Greg, that was really fascinating. We had a great time with you guys out there. No doubt about it.
So glad you could come out, and just watching the video, it never gets old. I've been doing this for a long time, and I enjoyed watching it.
Well, thank you. And thank you to everybody there at Doscher's Candies for having us out. And I think we'll go through your list of possible people you might be hiring here. Statman, you did a pretty good job with the blob and with the candy canes there.
Yeah, I love, my favorite part of the tour were the dresses made out of candies.
Oh, cool.
But I was wondering, how come we don't have a tuxedo made out of those dots?
Very good. Statman, you're onto something there. I will pass that up the food chain there. Good one.
Get it up there. All right.
All
Chelsea, I tell you what, you were saying that. I don't think people understood how, when those candy canes were coming out unshaped and you had a pair of gloves on, they were almost still too hot for you to touch.
They really were, but I think I did a good job. I think I had the hook down.
You had the hook down. You did very well. Very well. And I wish a happy birthday to your Great Dane Ace, who's 4 years old today.
I will, and happy holidays.
Yes, absolutely. Ashley, what was your favorite part about the field trip there?
Getting to eat a candy cane fresh off of the line. I
Yeah.
wasn't so good at forming them, but man, I can eat them.
It was. And I think we all want to thank Greg and everybody out there for having us out to Doscher's Candy in Newtown. If you can get a chance to get out there and check out the gift shop and all that stuff, it's really fun. and thank them for taking us on a nice Big Dave Show field trip today. Brought to you by Logan AC Heating Services and Papa John Cincinnati. This has been dynamite. We've loved doing these things for you guys. This is going to be our last one of the year, but soon, teachers, keep an eye out. Once we get back into January after the New Year's, we'll start them up again, and we'll have some more fun places to take you guys on virtual field trips. So thanks for coming to them all. Don't forget, all of them are available on our B105 Cincinnati YouTube channel. There's actually a playlist for Big Dave Show virtual field trips. Teachers, you can show them to your class anytime. I believe I put the link to that page in the email you got last night or this morning. So thanks, guys, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you in January in 2021. Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Katie.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.